Hi everybody, it's Julia from Matheson Travel coming to you this week actually from my mom's backyard. I'm in between trips having a little rest and relaxation, but we are getting ready to take a big family trip. So we've been talking a lot about getting through the airport, and so that's my tip of the week. I want to help you with some tips that I use to help me get through the airport a little bit faster. That's definitely one of the more hassle-filled parts of travel, and anything you can do to get through a little bit quicker, whether you're traveling with a family or by yourself, is definitely going to be of help to you. So the first thing is getting to the airport and getting there with enough time. I am kind of the queen of cutting it as fine as you can possibly cut it, and that is really not always a good idea. Arriving early gives you so many benefits. For one thing, in Amsterdam, I arrived in plenty of time, which was a really good thing because it took an hour just to get into check into the check-in line and check my bag, just to get to security, not even the security line. Security lines can be really long. Checking in early or getting to the airport early can get you a better seat. There's all kinds of things. So make sure that you do arrive with enough time. Now, checking in, you can, with a lot of airlines and a lot of flights, you can check in early online the day before or the night before, especially with Southwest, obviously. So that's definitely something you want to think about doing if you have that capability. It can also help you, even if you are checking a bag, to check in online the day before, because then you just have to go to a bag drop. Now, checking a bag, that's definitely a little bit of a sore subject with me right now because my bag was a few days delayed getting back from Amsterdam. So obviously there are pros and cons to checking a bag. The pros are you get through the airport a lot faster, through security a lot faster. You don't have as much hassle in the airport, which is great if you have connecting flights. But the cons to checking a bag are obviously there's the potential for it getting lost or getting delayed, which is not a good thing no matter when it happens. And also it takes you a little longer to get out of the airport, obviously, because you have to wait for the baggage handlers to get it out to you. But regardless, whether you have a bag or not, security is going to be your biggest time suck in an airport, obviously, and that's the part that is the hardest to get through, and you really just sort of have to breathe. But there are a few tips to help you get through security line a little bit faster and easier. First thing is be prepared, know what's allowed, what's not allowed. You know, don't bring a knife, don't bring a water bottle that's filled up with you. These are some easy common sense things, but you really would be surprised how many people get their bags pulled and have to get even more delayed and slow down the line because they've forgotten some of these basic things. Nail files, nail clippers, things like that. Try and remember to take those out of your carry-on bag or your checked bag if you're not checking a bag before you leave. Another thing to do is think about what you're wearing on the plane. You know, I try to wear slip-on shoes. I try to wear no belts, outfits without really any pockets, because a lot of times you can stick something in a pocket, and with the x-ray machines nowadays, you don't want to have things in your pocket. It's not allowed. And the third thing is try and be as hands-free and hassle-free as you can with your bags, whether you've got a checked bag or just a carry-on bag, a rolling bag that you're carrying on, or just your purse. Try and make sure that you've got as few things as possible to take out, unzip, re-zip, etc. I generally check my bag, which even with this experience I still do, because I like to bring a lot of big bottles for hair products and stuff like that, and I'm not always the lightest packer. So I usually try and just have a purse, so that all that goes in the little tray to go through security are my shoes and my purse. It's great if your purse can zip up, but of course, you know, laptop bags, you can take your computer out with one of those sleeves, so that can make things easier nowadays. You don't have to take iPads out, but what you want to do is you want to try and think about taking off or removing as few things as possible when you go through that security line, as that can help you get through. Another thing to do is kind of like Up in the Air, the movie, if you remember that scene. Take a look, if your line splits at all, take a look. And I actually sometimes count the number of people between security and where I'll be in line. I also look at the kind of people that are in line. Do they have kids? Do they have 5 different bags? Do they look like they're efficient travelers? I try and pick my line strategically. Of course, you never know what can happen, but that's definitely something I try and do. And then once you're through security, you basically are good to go, get to your gate and continue on your day and your trip. But hopefully some of these things will be things you haven't thought about or things to keep top of mind before you go on your next trip, and will help you get through those awful airports a little bit easier. Talk to you later. Bye.